This story begins like something out of a thriller, but it quickly becomes a serious warning about how technology can be used to manipulate trust inside your own home. What started as one strange phone call soon turned into a larger conversation about fake identities, voice imitation, and how easily families can be targeted when they least expect it. One father explained that he was home while his daughter was in the next room using her tablet. Everything seemed normal until he heard her say, "Okay, Dad, I'm coming." Confused, he walked in and asked who she was talking to.
My daughter answered the FaceTime audio call from me, but I never called. True story, it literally just happened, 6 o'clock tonight. I'm in the kitchen and my daughter's in the next room on her iPad. Everything's normal. Then I hear her say, "Okay, Dad, I'm coming right there." So I walk in like, "Coming where?" I asked her, "Who are you talking to?" She looks at me confused and says, "You just called me." I'm like, "No, I didn't." She says, "Yes, you did on FaceTime audio." So I freeze because my phone is sitting right on the counter. I haven't touched it.
She looked at him and said that he had just called her through FaceTime audio. The problem was simple and terrifying. His phone had never left the kitchen counter. When he checked the device, there really was a recent call showing his name. But after looking deeper, he realized it was linked to a strange email address hidden under his contact. That's when the situation changed from weird to alarming.
So I grabbed her iPad and I checked the call log. There it is, FaceTime audio from Dad. Lasted about 12 seconds. But something doesn't feel right. So I clicked into the actual contact. And that's when my stomach drops because it's not my contact. It's some random email address, masked under my name, well, Dad. Now I look at her and ask, "What did you say? What did it say?" She tells me it sounded just like me. Same voice, same tone, and I told her, come, and it said I told her to come to the front door. I forgot the groceries. Like, that's when everything clicked because that's not a mistake, that's not a glitch, that's somebody using my voice on FaceTime audio call to try to get my daughter to open that door. And the scary part, she believed it because it sounded like me.
According to his daughter, the voice sounded exactly like him and told her to come to the front door to help with groceries. That detail is what scared many viewers the most. It wasn't random, it was specific, believable, and designed to sound normal. Whoever was behind it understood that children respond quickly when they think a parent needs help.
Now I'm running through everything in my head because I've dealt with real world threats before. But this right here, this is different. This is somebody using technology to mimic a parent's voice, to gain a child's trust, to shut everything down, turn off Facebook audio, or FaceTime audio. Everything, I checked every setting, everything. But before anything else, I told her one thing. We got a code word now. You can't move. You don't do anything. You don't open nothing. You don't respond because whatever called her tonight knew exactly what it was doing.
A simple request like, "Come outside for groceries," sounds harmless, but it could have created a dangerous moment within seconds.
Hey y'all, listen, I just had something so scary just happened to me. I got a FaceTime call from my daughter's phone, and it was my daughter. And she was like, "Hey mommy, I'm sick, can you open the door?"
Then another parent shared a similar experience. She said she received a call that appeared to be from her daughter, asking her to open the front door because she came home from school early. But the mother had personally dropped her child off at school that morning.
Mind you, my daughter is in school right now. I take her to school, I pick her up. They said, she said, "Can you open the door?" And I'm like, "Can I open the door? How did you get home?" Or whatever. And she was like, "Oh, my friend brought me home." And I'm like, "What friend?" So I'm like, "Hold on." I get my other phone, look at my camera on my phone, nobody was there. So I said, "What school do you go to?" And she was like, "Why are you asking me all these crazy questions? Can you just open the door?" "No, what school do you go to?" I said, "Are you in danger?" "No, I'm not in danger." So I said, "What did we have for dinner last night?" "Oh my God, Mama, I don't remember. Oh my God, I don't remember."
What?
How many siblings you got? Why are you asking me all these questions? Just open the door for me, please. I hung up.
Instead of reacting emotionally, she began asking questions only her real daughter would know. She asked what they ate for dinner, how many siblings she had, and other basic details. The caller became irritated, avoided answering, and kept repeating the request to open the door.
So then when I went to my phone to go look back at my phone to call her or whatever, try to text her because she's in school or whatever, her number is not there. Like she called, like it's not, how you have in your call log and it says, this person FaceTime you or whatever. It's not there. I called the school because I text her, but I called the school. I'm like, "Hey, I need to know what Jaden is. I need to check on her, tell her to call me ASAP or whatever." So they get her. She comes to the office. I said, "Did you just FaceTime me?" She said, "No, I'm in school." You guys, I don't know how in the world this happened. I don't know how. It freaked me out so bad. so bad. I don't know. She said she did not call me. It wasn't her. I knew it wasn't her, but had everything on like it was her or whatever, like a real FaceTime call. I don't know how this is happening. This freaks me out so bad or whatever. I just called an emergency number to try to get a police report or whatever. I don't know, but something gotta happen. So I just wanted to come on here and let y'all know, please be careful. I don't know how they doing this. That people saying it's AI. I don't know, but that is so scary.
That hesitation exposed everything. The mother hung up, checked her security camera, and saw no one outside. Moments later, the school confirmed her daughter was still in class. What stands out in both stories is that the callers relied on urgency and familiarity. They wanted quick reactions before anyone had time to think. That is how many scams work. They create pressure, confusion, or fear, so the target responds emotionally instead of logically.
If you don't have a code word set up for your family, you need to do that immediately. This afternoon, once everybody is home, you sit down with your children and you get a code word. Because they are now using AI to record your voice or your spouse's voice, and they are FaceTiming or audio calling kids and saying, hey, I just got home, meet me outside to help with the groceries, or something similar to that. I just watched a video where the guy, it just happened to him. He literally posted the video after it happened, and you can tell he wasn't bullshitting. He was shaken up. You ever get those phone calls that when you answer it, there's nothing there? That is how they're using your voice.
Yeah.
So moving forward, if you don't recognize the number and you answer it and there's no one there, don't say a fucking word. Because what they do is they record your voice, run it through AI, and they're going to use that to try to kidnap your kids. From what it sounded like from that last video I just watched.
Experts have warned for years about spoof numbers, fake caller IDs, and voice-based scams. But now newer tools can make those tricks feel more personal. Even if a call sounds real or shows a trusted name, that alone should never be enough to act immediately.
This is so scary, guys. This woman dropped her daughter off at school. She went home. A couple hours later, her phone starts ringing. It's a FaceTime call from her daughter. She picks it up. Her daughter asks, Mom, can you open the front door? I'm feeling unwell. I came home from school. It is her daughter, okay? Her daughter's face, her daughter's voice. Mama finds it strange. She's like, how the fuck did you get home, girl? Like, it's the middle of the day. And the daughter says a friend gave me a ride. Something in her mom's spidey senses start tingling, and she starts asking her daughter questions like, what did we have for dinner last night? And how many siblings do you have? Basic questions. Nothing complicated. Daughter refuses to answer. That's suspicious. Mama hangs up the phone. She looks at her ring camera footage. No one was there. So she texts her daughter, and then she calls up the school and says, you need to bring baby girl over here because I need to talk to her. So they call the daughter in from class. Mom asks, hey, did you just call me? And daughter was like, no, girl, I'm at school. What's up? Oh my God. What? I know people have been doing this with voices for a long time now. They'll call granny up and say, hey, bitch, if you want your granddaughter back, you better give us $100,000. Here, talk to her. And it would be her granddaughter's voice saying, Granny, help me. But a FaceTime? A FaceTime call? And why did they want her to open the front door? What were they gonna do? Oh, I'm stressed.
Another major theme in these stories is how children and older adults can be especially vulnerable. Kids are taught to listen to parents. Grandparents are often eager to help family members in emergencies. Scammers understand this and target trust more than technology. So what should families do? First, create a family code word for emergencies. Second, teach children that familiar names or voices can be faked. Third, always verify through another call or message. Fourth, protect privacy on phones, tablets, and apps. And finally, stay calm, ask questions, and confirm facts before acting.